A lesser general would have marched south from Paris and down the valley of the Rhone. Napoleon turned east at the Alps and took his men over the great Saint Bernard Pass before the snow had melted, appearing in Italy behind the Austrian army and taking it entirely by surprise. The Austrian general Michael von Melas had no course but to leave Genoa and regroup, concentrating all his forces on Alessandria. Napoleon followed them and on the evening of 13 June 1800 reached the village. It was, in fact, little more than a farm of Marengo, some 2.5 miles southeast of the town. The encounter that followed might have spelled the end of Napoleon's career. Melas did not wait to be attacked. The following morning, with a force of some 31,000, he lashed out at the 23,000 French, pounding them remorselessly with his 80 guns for over 5 hours. In the early afternoon, their line began to give way. They were forced to retreat nearly 4 miles to the village of San Giuliano. The Austrians' victory seemed certain. Strangely enough, however, perhaps because the 71-year-old Melas now retired to Alessandria, leaving the command to some relatively incapable subordinate, their pursuit was slow and half-hearted, giving Napoleon time to regroup and to welcome substantial reinforcements under General Louis Desaix, which just then providentially arrived from the southeast. As evening drew on, he launched a counterattack. Desaix was killed almost immediately, but his 6,000 men, fresh and rested, gave new spirit to their fellows, and by nightfall the Austrians were in full retreat. When the battle ended, they had lost 9,500 men, the French less than 6,000. Melas now had no choice but to come to terms, withdrawing all his troops east of the river Mincio and north of the Po, giving the French complete control of the Po valley as far as the Adige. Napoleon, his reputation unstained, despite the narrowness of his victory, returned to Paris, where he took over both the military and the civil authority.